Hello, 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 everybody. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day, night, afternoon, whatever it might be for you. It is roughly midnight for me, but I have tomorrow off. So, honestly, even though it is a little later than I usually like to aim for, it's not that big of a deal. Now, if you remember from last one, we did manage to get just a little bit further than we did the stream before. Now, we are still nowhere near the theoretical end of the game, which is deadline 38. That is where you basically have no way of winning because it asks for too much money, basically. Now, we have to figure out some way to get there. And the build that I was using last time, while there were some adjustments to be made, it didn't seem feasible at first. But that's only because I wasn't thinking about the fact that this card right here exists. Now, this card, what it does is for the rest of the run, you get plus 2% interest at the end of every deadline. So for 8 deadlines, you're basically accruing extra interest. The reason this matters is if I am able to find all of the items I need to make an interest run work, this extra bit should at least propel us forward a few more deadlines. I do not know if it will get us close enough, but it is my best thought at the moment. So, we're going to try it, and we're going to hope that the shop likes us enough to give us what we need to make it work. And that's the real trouble right there, is we're basically crossing our fingers on this one and hoping we get what we need. Okay, so far, not amazing. But we'll take what we can to start, and hopefully we'll find something else down the line. Go ahead and rock right at the beginning here. Okay. With Pepper to help us out at the beginning, we should at least have a decent time getting some starting income. Assuming it pops off at all. Okay, well, I mean, that could have gone worse, so no real complaints there. Now, something worth noting about the card that I'm using is that it does not give any interest until the end of the deadline, which, again, not great during these early rounds, but when it gets to later, we're going to be getting interest through our charms rather than through the machine itself. So, not horrible, ultimately. Alright, for now, I think our main option is to just keep going. Almost just a random jackpot at the start, sure. I wouldn't have been mad. Alright, that is good though. That does allow us to end this deadline a little early. Get some of our ticket econ on board. I really do need to figure out how I can get the chat to stop counting bot ricks as a viewer. Come on now, you know better. Easy enough to clear, but like, come on. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and... Yeah, even if we were to get this right now, and we did get lucky enough to get Lemon Picture, we wouldn't be able to afford it, so... Ultimately not going to help us out very much here. Alright, so we did just get 4 tickets to get a little bit more done. Thank you. Alright, so we've already got stonks on board. None of these really matter to us at the moment. I will leave that alone. I think for now we're going to go ahead and re-roll here. Horseshoes on deck. We're going to go ahead and grab that while we see it. And then I think we're going to go ahead and play another. Alright, we need 14. Okay, not a whole lot of coinage coming out yet, but hopefully that'll fix itself before long. There we go. One more. Okay. That could have been worse. Alright, how many more triggers do we have left on you? 4. That should be enough. We're gonna go ahead and... Yeah, we don't need any of those right this minute. So let's go ahead and just keep going. Okay. The rock's not doing a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay. Yo, more of that, please. Alright, and that's it. Okay. So we do have enough to get out. How much does that leave us with, though? 6, 12, 18, not enough. At least I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, okay. So we are going to have to play this one out. Unfortunately, we will not get the deadline bonus out of it. It's a little rough, but we'll make it work. Yeah, I just do not think we have a choice in the matter, because right now, if I finished it out, I have 6 coin. Well, actually, no, we get the interest at the end, don't we? Yeah, so actually, we're good to end out here, I think. Let me just look back at this again real quick just to see. Yeah, there's nothing that benefits me out of this. We'll just go ahead and do this so it does give us the red one next round, and hopefully we'll get one of the ones that has either those or these. We'll see. Alright, 666 is online. Yeah, okay, we got 44 coins out of that. Okay, so yeah, it does work that way then. Alright, let's see. Lemon pictures on board. Okay. Alright, and we just have those, so that'll give us just a little bit more chance on the lemons. We're actually getting off to a pretty good start here. Not enough coins to reroll yet, at least not safely. So we're going to go ahead and do a round, hopefully fix that. Alright, still getting bells. Not entirely sure why that's going on, but hey. Alright, Pepper's dead. We're gonna figure out something to replace that before hopefully too long. You know, I can't say too much about that, honestly. That's just rough. So we're not gonna get full spins out of this round as a result of that. That does put us in a little bit of a spot. What are you? Why are you here? Yeah, I think honestly our only real option here is to just keep going. That was not a great round. Okay, game, what did I do to you? This is just payback for earlier, I swear. Be so for real with me right now. How many was that? Did we get 3 666s? Just this deadline alone? 1.5% by the way. Just want to point that out. Alright, so we're cooked, by the way, just in case you were curious. We get 1 spin. 1. Yeah, that's what I expect. Okay, so that wasn't good. We hit deadline 3 and everything just kind of died after that. You know what? Can I like actually do the thing? Wow. That was bad. There's no other descriptor I can use for that. Okay, well, unfortunate. We're just gonna have to go again. That was a... Okay. So, I mean, we have choices. We could either go for this now or wait until the end of deadline to get both of these. Because we could get this ahead of time and then buy this at the end so that this gets the 1%. Okay. Only for the early game so that we get the tickets to get what we need for the setup, you know? I do think that might actually be the move. And because of that, we're going to have to natural Gamba on this one. And hope the game likes us just enough to let us get away with it. Okay, the good news is we got away with it. That did give us more than enough coins for one round. Okay, so we have our 3. We grab this now. And then we just go right back into it. Okay. As long as we get what we need to get out of the deadline by the end of this, we'll be okay. That's the tricky part, though. Okay, so we're at 65. We need 10 more. Okay, and so next round we'll be able to grab this. Now we won't get anything out of deadline bonus, but for the long run, that's okay. Alright, go ahead and grab that. Alright. Okay, one more. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We're out of the deadline. No concerns left on that one. Alright, one more. Okay, yeah, we're actually pretty comfortably out of the deadline, so that's good. The deadline is now. Alright, so now we can grab this, which does give us a 1 little extra % on that. And exit. Alright, and we get all that interest we didn't get during the round. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay. None of this is immediately helpful. And the phone's kind of useless at the moment as well. That is okay. We will move on for now. Alright. So, let's see. It is 14. I'm going to reroll once. Horseshoes on deck. Okay. In that case, we're going to need to play the whole round again. Unless Capitalist just really likes us one of these spins. Because if we can get enough tickets to afford that right now, we can just move on after that. But from the looks of things, Capitalist is not putting the ticket modifier on anything we can actually use. So, for right now, not amazing, but we'll get there. Alright. Let's go gambling. Yeah, in theory, even getting 1 ticket modifier would be enough to make it so that we can still claim a deadline bonus here. But we're not even making the coins to make that work yet. Okay. Well, we did get the tickets we needed, but we are still very, very short on coins. Which does make things kind of difficult at the moment. Alright, we do kind of have to hope the scoring kind of kicks in on this one, because we are 85 coins away. this is about to be really rough. Dang it. Okay. Econ did not keep up with weight. That came through at such a good time. Okay, thank you, game. You made up for the 3 666s in the last one. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We made it out. Alright, we can go ahead and end this. Alright, 666 is back online. And please, let's not have it be as common as it was. Okay, Ijar, bell pepper, green. We might take green just for the extra luck right now. Okay, good. We are getting that early. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab green for the moment. Horseshoes is gonna help take that a bit. Okay, cardboard house. We're definitely gonna need that for the extra space. Okay. I do not think anything else here is going to help us, and we do not want to push our luck too much. We are gonna need coins, so there we go. Yeah, especially since we don't have lemon picture on yet. Okay, that's good. That's gonna help. Tickets are a really good thing for us right now, because that means that we're going to be able to get everything we need later. Alright, so we are at 66 coins currently. Our lemon picture is back online. I think rather than increase this right now, we're going to go ahead and reroll once. Yeah, for survivability's sake, we'll go ahead and grab these two. We can get the token tickets back decently, easily, just so long as we keep on task. Alright, come on, coin and pepper, do your job. Good, good. Okay, that's gonna give us a lot of tickets to work with. There we go. Okay, coinage-wise, we are still a little short of what we want to be hitting. Alright, one more after this. Alright, okay. So, in theory, we should be okay to hit the amount of coins we need to get out of here. I'm just going to go ahead and play it out. Alright. Okay, good. A jackpot right now is actually really good for us. Alright. So just so long as we don't get sixed, we should be able to get out of here. Alright. Okay. Last spin. I would have been just a little upset, but we're okay. We made it. Okay. Not getting these deadline bonuses isn't hurting as much now. We're good there. Having our little ticket boyo is kind of making that a little irrelevant. Okay, none of this helps us yet. Lemons manifest more often. That puts us up at 32.6 without picture in play. We're going to go ahead and refresh once here. Since we already have lemon picture, photo book does nothing for us. I'm going to reroll one more time. Not gonna lie, this is not doing as much for us as I would like. We'll probably have to do one more time here. Shoot. How many do we have? 2 more spaces? We're gonna go ahead and grab rock. And I hate to do it, but refresh one more time. I think at least for the moment we might have to rock nuclear. At least that way when we press the button we're getting 2 pictures on deck. I think that's our only option. Alright. Okay, yeah, that multi-queue is going to help us a lot. At least for early. Okay, Pepper is dead. Still got a few spins left in the tank here. I did forget we actually have one more Pepper too, so... Okay. Alright, one more round for Lemon to be back in effect. I think honestly our safest bet here is to just deposit and rock. Whew, okay. Everything's fine still. Alright, Peppers are dead. That would have been a little unfortunate if we had gotten a 666 on a Pepper roll. Not that I would have been able to do much about it, but still. Only problem is I still don't think we're getting enough coins. We're in a bit of a rough spot with that. Yeah, no. Coinage is kind of disappointing. And not in a good way. Shoot. Kinda sucks, but I don't see any other way to go about it. Here's hoping. It's 54.9 on the lemons. Still somehow not getting lemon. Yeah. Nope. That's another dud. Okay. That's fine. Ultimately, it kind of points out where we need to improve things. Okay. Let me think here. Alright, so... I do think we're on the right track, but I also think we need to maybe split the build a little bit. At least early. Because as it stands right now, we are not making the amount of coins we need to make it out safely. So. Not great shop. Not gonna lie. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I feel like it would almost be better if we could pick a memory card after we've seen the first shop, because the problem is with these being consumable is you lose one if you try and do like run reset. It's just not an option, which is kind of upsetting because we only have so many of them. Alright. It should not be trying to do an ad break already. Anyway. Silly little Twitch trying to do things that I did not ask it to. Okay, that should help. At least with that, we'll be able to claim a deadline bonus and get a little bit of a head start on tickets. Alright. And we're done. Okay. Okay, don't need any of those. I'm gonna refresh one more time though. Oh, dang. It kind of sucks that we got both of these in the same one, because that would actually kind of help this early. But I am gonna go for this only because it is going to be crucial in the long run. Alright. Immediate property certificates. Okay, good. Let me see what this has, though. Well, this is the only thing that's gonna help us. Alright, we'll grab you. I don't have picture or anything else that really needs you yet. So, as such, we're gonna go ahead and grab you and immediately stuff you in the nearest drawer. We will have use for it, but we don't yet. Okay, we're gonna grab Pepper for the luck, at least for right this minute. I'm gonna refresh one more time. Okay, we will take slightly more. Oh, that is awesome! One of the items we really need with speculative on it? Absolutely. Okay, we are already starting to look good. Just hopefully it stays that way. Oh, that's gonna be... Oh, yes. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Alright. Might not be getting any more money out of this one, it looks like. Oh, okay, we got some cloverage coming out. Alright. So we made 135 out of that one. Well, that is comfortably enough to make it out of here, so I think that might honestly be what we do for now. Alright, 666 time. Okay, we still are not seeing Lemon Picture, which is sad, but we will take it. We're going to actually go ahead and grab this one, because it does give more to everything else, but we can go ahead and split these relatively easily. That one seems to pop up way more often than Clovers and Bells one does, at least for me. Refresh once. More moners. See, if only it wasn't a randomly generated one and you could choose. Because if we could do the 5% to interest consistently, that would honestly be really good for us, because it's basically Stonks Part 2. But it doesn't really give us that option. Alright, okay, at least for right now, we're going to rock with Toy Train, just in case we get really unlucky again. But just so long as we're hitting patterns consistently, we might not even see it go off. Yeah, at least this early seeing lemons isn't super beneficial because we do kind of need the coins. As stated. So I am kind of hoping that the game doesn't give us too many of those yet. That being said, it did give more chances to these, so I'm kind of hoping that comes back for us. Okay, what the heck? Nah, hold on. Alright guys, just real quick, I'm gonna look into something. Twitch is spamming the ad break thing, and I do not know why. I have it set to not do those, like, at all, basically. So why are we still trying to do that? Yeah, no, it's literally set to run a 30-second every 60 minutes, because that's the minimum I can do. but it's running them way too early. I've only been live like half an hour. Like, come on. Anyway, that's fine. Whatever it takes, I guess. Alright, just gonna go ahead and exit out of that. Alright, let's see. Well, ultimately, there's not a whole lot I can do with any of these, so let's go ahead and knock those out. Yeah, at least for right now, just so we actually, you know, make it out. I think that's important to have. You know, wouldn't have been that surprised. Alright, there we go. That's the money we want. That's not what we want. I don't know why it's trying so hard to make my life difficult. There we go. Alright. I think we'll be good to make it out of this one. Alright, this... I'm not gonna lie, Toy Train just has not been going off for us yet. That's surprising in a sense. Oh, wow. Are you so for real? Just barely. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah. Dang it. We almost made it. I think the problem is Toy Train just was not doing anything because we were getting rolls with just one pattern just sneaking up on us. Ugh. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Yes, we have 6 more cards to work with. Alright, well, we already kind of see what we need to go for, I think. Alright. Not a bad start. Come on, coin. Where are you? No coin? Alright, fair enough. Alright, well, we do have enough to go ahead and just exit Aroni, and I think that's what we'll do. There we go, nice. Alright, and clicker right off the bats, thank God. Alright, and we are definitely grabbing Lemon, and you. Yes, absolutely. Alright, Obsessive, that'll help with at least one retrigger for the moment. Alright, Coin has woken up. It has decided to join the party. I will admit, not seeing a whole lot of the golden lemon here. Alright. Looks like I'm going to be using my last snooze over on Twitch's little ad thing. Alright. Refresh once. Absolutely worth. Okay. That being said, though, we're going to use that next round, not this one, I think. Well, then again, we have coin, like, literally right there, though. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore those for the moment. Okay, from looks of things, that was actually the right move. Okay, good. Fake coin doing its work. Okay, not an amazing round. Alright. I have to trust in the heart of the slot machine. There we go. That's better. The good thing is we're still not dealing with 666 on deck, so this sort of thing happening right now is not the worst thing in the world. Alright, 88 off of that? That wasn't bad. Alright, one more. I like how it had like a whole bunch of golden lemons, just none of them connected with each other. Deposit your coins now! Absolutely. Alright. Meanwhile, it's just free. Increased chance of seeing a 666, but it also has a chance of transforming stuff into normal symbols. I think that's kind of funny to look at, honestly. What do you want? Perfect. Okay, yeah, because we are at the point where we actually do want to be seeing lemons pretty constantly. Nifty. Problem, though. How do we afford? The only thing we could possibly sell to get there is you, and we are not doing that yet. I think we just kind of have to go around and then buy it afterwards. It's really the only option here. Having that will help significantly. Okay, see, that's already going to help quite a bit. Alright, what are we sitting at? 36? 52 now? Would have been sad, but we live. Alright. We're doing good on econ for the moment. Just so long as we don't see the boyo. Really? Alright. Okay, econ is set. Let's go ahead and grab a fruit basket. That takes all of our tickets to do. Yeah, I think we end here. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Gotta do the switcheroo here. There we go. Alright, now we have one more spot. None of that. Charm space? We will take that. Alright, we now have 2 more to work with. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab you to give us a little bit of a reroll buffer, because we are gonna start needing some things here. Yeah, absolutely. Reroll one more time. Did I say one more? I mean one more. I don't think... Do we need Toy Train at this point? I don't think so. How many do you have left? 3? Yeah, we're gonna probably need some backup on that. Oh, I can't back it up at all right now, actually. We'll keep that there, though. Let's go ahead and deposit 242. Oh. Okay, maybe not. We are gonna play around, though. Nice, okay. Lemons have officially become big worth. At least for these early rounds. Meanwhile, clovers. Alright, one of our peppers exploded. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab... Yeah, we'll grab you. Just to keep us alive. Not liking the looks of any of these, to be honest. Yeah, it's a reroll. Okay, there we go. Alright, 32.6. Don't need any of those. Not seeing a whole lot that's favorable, admittedly. Oh, we can do one more. Dang it. Okay. Did not get jack diddly squat for that one. Not gonna lie about that. Yeah, we're just probably gonna have to rock it out here. Alright, we really need lemons to start popping. Alright, we will save that for a minute. Okay. Anything's better than not seeing that. You know, for having a lemon picture active, really not seeing a whole lot of that. There we go. Should be online for the next round at the very least. Alright, coin hit. Jeez. Alright. Decent progress. Still not exactly where we want to be, though. We can spare one more reroll, but after that, I don't think it's worth it anymore. Yeah, at least for the moment, I think that's going to be good for us. Alright, we're at 54.9 on lemons. Hopefully that's enough to do something for us and not get treasures somehow. Alright, our lemons are at 160 on the 3 pattern now. Alright, well, we have enough to exit deadline now. Alright, one more. Okay. The battery only gave us coin back. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up here. Gives us the tickets. Not a great shop, not gonna lie. Okay, I think what we're gonna go ahead and do... Broken Calculator's not really gonna do much for us in the long run, but we'll keep it for now just in case we do find Horseshoe, because it will help for a little bit, at the very least. There's nothing else I really want to get rid of, per se. So I'm just gonna put you in there. Let me look at what telephone has. So the speculative would help, but the problem is it doesn't really do a whole lot in the long run, but we'll do what we can with it. We're seeing all the interest stuff that we're gonna need eventually, but we're not seeing any that'll help us right now. That's the problem. Oh, Raging Capitalist could help eventually. E. We're having big E moment right now. That's not great. I think we're gonna go ahead and rock out, realistically. Oh, apparently my headset's getting a little low on the whole battery side of things. Give me a second here. Let's go ahead and grab a cord. There we go. Problem solved. Man, come on. Well, that could have been better, but also could have been a lot worse, I suppose. Okay, what are you at? 1% now? Okay. Just so we have something. Who? Oh. Okie doke. That actually helped a lot just now. Really good hit. Oh, hello, Bell Jackpot. Was not expecting to see you today. This I'm happy to see. All the lemons. How many did that give us just now? Okay, 3. Still, though, tickets are tickets. We'll take those. That gave us 3 more? Yes, it did. Good. Okay. So with that, we should be able to finish this out safely. Things are going too well. Really wish I knew if there was like a solid way to avoid that, or if it's just kind of... Okay. Something to think about. We'll take you. That puts us at 38.5, picture not included. Alright, how many do we have left on you? 3? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of you for now then. Okay. We'll take more moners. Okay, Stonks is there. Now that we have something that's giving us token modifiers, we're definitely going to want to start looking into improving our interest as much as humanly possible. How many do we have left on you? 2? Okay. I think coin can die now. Give us that. One more refresh. Dang it. Okay, we will rock with that, and hopefully nothing hurts us after that. 168. We do have purse on deck, but we're going to wait to put that in until we actually have solid tokens. But hopefully shouldn't take too long. Okay. Just so long as we actually get lemons and patterns, this will also help. We should be able to upgrade that guy rather fast. At least in theory. Alright. Wow, one pattern was enough to get the guy going. That's what we like to see. Alright. In that case, since we're no rush for coins... Hey, Finn! How you doing? Welcome in. I'm currently playing a really fun Gamba game that I can stop whenever I want. I am really trying my best to break the game. And I think I'm on the right track. Now, we really do need to figure out where are we at with items, though. Okay. Doing good? Good. Glad to hear. Have you been having a good week so far? It's lovely... Well, I suppose actually now, for me, it's Friday morning. But I guess I don't know if it's become that for you yet. I think we're actually... Yeah, we're going to reroll once here. It's been alright. That's as much as we can ask for, you know? You! Okay, we found a key component. And you die in a round anyway. It's Friday afternoon for you. Oh, wow, you are quite a few time zones away from me, then. Yeah, for me, it's actually exactly 1 in the morning. So, yeah, that's pretty far away. Still, though, happy Friday for you. Where are we at with you? 7%, and you are at 9% now. Okay. Eventually, we won't need him anymore. We're just using him for the tickets we're going to need to get everything to actually win. But still want to be careful. Okay, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to play one more round with the setup that we've got. Happy Halloween and World Lemur Day. World Lemur Day? I'm not going to lie, I was not actually aware of that one. The more you know. But yes, happy Halloween to you as well. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of planning on getting like a whole costume and doing things tomorrow, today, technicalities. And then I really got distracted by work today, so I was not able to functionally finish up. So, unfortunate. We'll see if I have the time to do it tomorrow. It's hit or miss. Alright, let's get this right there. Okay, and we're going to play one more round with the setup we have going currently. Because we do want to build up at least a little bit of a coin cushion if we can. Plus, it also helps us scale up this dude, which is really important. Alright. I really do need some of the fibers to start coming through, though. That's a 4. That's a 2. How can you see with your eyes closed? Well, you see, I'm actually a psychic, so everything that's happening on screen I can just see anyway. No, it has been a thing for me ever since I started using this avatar. I don't know, it just really feels nice to close your eyes from time to time and just kind of let the world around you do its thing. And I guess my avatar is the extreme of that in a sense, but I like it. It fits me. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, the eye tracking functionality of just using a webcam for my avatar isn't amazing, so rather than seeing my eyes spaz out every 5 seconds, I think it's okay where it's at. But that's just my personal opinion. Alright, Yeah, I do think we're going to go ahead and finish up now that Lemon Picture's back on board. Alright, this shop does not help me. Cool. Lucky Charms at the store discounted by 2. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh once. Money is money. Shoot, one more time. Dang it. Still not seeing what I need. Horseshoe is, like, of the utmost importance right now, and of course it's the one thing I'm not seeing come across the board. Oh, come on, man. I mean, I can technically afford to refresh again. Like, that's not necessarily a huge issue. That is important. Is it time to kill Broken Calculator? I don't think it is, because we need those re-triggers still. Dang it. And killing the Obsessive Lemon is potentially bad for the same reason. Shoot, what is the move here? What is the play? I think, honestly, Obsessive Lemon has seen its last use. Because we really do need to start seeing the interest modifier more than we need the golden effect here. So, we're going to go ahead and play it like that. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this once, twice, 3 times. Wow. Come on, give me something here, game. Alright. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and keep that shop so that we can use our button twice. Not exactly what I was aiming for, but you do what you can with what the game gives you. Alright, we're already seeing what we need. I mean, it's true! You were the first chatter. Congratulations. I think that's actually the first time since I've come back to streaming that somebody's used that redeem. So, you are the first of this run. That being said, I do not plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Don't you even. None of that. I'm doing too well to have it all thrown away by 3 funny numbers. Alright, what are you sitting at? 13%, and you are still at 9. Okay. We are getting close to the point where we won't need the ticket dude anymore. But at least for right now, I'm keeping him around. Especially because for some reason Horseshoe's hiding from me, which is a little scary. Alright, well, we clearly made enough money. So, that's good. Alright, okay. We're going to be doing a little bit of reroll simulator. Please bear with me. Green. Yeah, I don't think really you need another pepper right this second. I am going to go ahead and grab you, though. That'll give us our picture back. Free restocks, always good. That could be alright. But the question is it any better than anything else we're using right now? I mean, realistically, it turns a 35% into a 100% chance, as long as we're going for lemons, which that's the plan. So, we'll grab you for now. Okay. Fine. Okay, Horseshoe's on deck. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I think it's time for you to die. Alright. Okay. So let me think here. What else are we in desperate need of at this point? What else would be... Oh, I know what. you. Okay, so we need to find Cardboard House as soon as humanly possible. Okay. I don't want to reroll too much either, because I do kind of have to keep some coins on hand. Having an electrician as a backup for the lemon picture may not be a horrible idea either. Something to think about. Let me think here. Also, yeah, 29%, let's go. I think we'll go ahead and max out this guy first before we worry about fitting Grandma's purse in here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just keep going here. Alright. No more rerolls for your boy. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Right? Is that the move here? Or do we do another one to get this guy going a little more? Yeah, no, I really do think we need to max him out before we go anywhere. So let's go ahead, get as close as we can. Alright, 61.3% chance on the lemons. Oh yeah, baby. We're building up that income real quick. Alright, good. Yeah, now we have Horseshoe, things are going to be just a little bit easier to do. Because in theory, we'll get a lot more fake coin hits. And that should help us in the long run. Speaking of fake coin. Now we are going to need to find D4 still. That's going to be super big. Alright, one more spin, unless coin decides it's... okay, don't we even think about it. Alright, good. Okay. Now, I do think before we keep going... well, let's reroll a little more, because we can definitely afford to. Me just quick scanning the entire thing. Jeez. Oh, not really seeing what we're looking for yet. We're burning through money kind of fast. We'll grab that. Okay, I'll do one more. There it is. Okay. What's the move? I think since we don't have Cardboard House yet, we're going to go ahead and store that away and grab this just for priority's sake. Hopefully we will find said house rather fast, because if we don't, we're going to have a lot of difficulties. You want to make a deal? Man, isn't that cool? It's too bad I don't want to. Alright. Yeah, none of that's going to help right now. Cherries manifest more often. That's not quite the one we want. Yeah, I'm not refreshing again. Takes too many tickets to do. Alright, so we just basically have a free car battery in the shop, and we'll use that as such, but... Alright, where is my boy Cardboard at? He is not that uncommon, for the record. So it should... There we go. Found it! Alright, with that, I think we're going to prioritize you for now. And then later on, we'll go ahead and re-equip the purse. The shaking drawers are ominous. Yeah, they kind of be doing that. But it's their own little way of reminding you, hey, you put something in here, maybe don't leave it here all day. Especially because when you have things in the drawers, other empty drawers around it will randomly get corpse pieces, which, I mean, if you're going for those, cool. If you're not, they're not really good to have because they just make it so that this number's higher. So, they're only very specifically useful if you're going for very specific things. So, and in this case, we're not going for that. So, let's go ahead and deposit up until the amount here. And let's go ahead and rock out one, I think. Because this guy's not maxed yet. We're very close to having him maxed, but we're not there yet. Alright, what are you at? 38.5? Yeah, well, we'll button. Only because we do want to make sure we're getting as much of that as possible. Alright, and then just a real quick explanation while we're here. These little symbols right here are token modifiers, if anyone doesn't know what those do. It basically, whenever these are part of a pattern, it gives you half of your current interest as an extra coin amount. So for us, that's roughly 140 something. And that's per one of these. So if we got one for here, we would actually get 2 halves and then 2 halves again. So we would get 2 times our interest for that one pattern. Then I have something that re-triggers that multiple times. So we make money. Alright, 2 more, I think, and then the dude will be permanently online at 25%. Alright. Having D4 is going to help us a lot. Just so long as it doesn't fall asleep on us. Because it's done that. Alright, 18 million. Not horrible. Okay, I think I am going to go ahead and buy this and see what I can get out of the shop before we move on. Don't want any of those. No, thank you. And we're good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just use you to restore our picture. And then we might do a little bit of rolling down just to see if we can find... There is one other thing we want to be finding now. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Because we have Grandma's purse at this point. That's okay. I mean, we could grab Electrician so we're able to get Lemon Picture back online more, but I honestly feel like Nuclear Button's the better choice right now, too. Because we can kill that and replace with Nuclear Button to make it so that the chances of getting lemons is high enough. Okay. Cat food's good, but not really needed for our current goals. Meanwhile, car battery. Too bad I don't need you right now. We are having some difficulty finding what we're looking for, and that's never good. Oh. Yeah, I suppose we could also go for number 1. And just kind of run with it. But the only problem is it's a 5 bar. Which means without Electrician or some other way to get batteries in the mix, it would be very hard to continuously use without basically looping car batteries somehow. Yeah, I think for right now, it's probably not feasible to run that. Hopefully in the future. Meanwhile, capitalist returns, except he's made a deal with the devil. Oh, that would have been nice to have before the cardboard house. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. I mean, I like how it's giving us free money. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, we're probably just gonna go ahead and get out of this one then. Alright, and also clear out the deal. There we go. Okay, we are past deadline 8, so our bonus from the card that we used is already done for and set in stone. Alright. What's in you? Okay, we seriously need to find the one that boosts lemons. Because we are so far behind on that. And it could come back to bite us real fast. Cool. Oh. The phone doesn't like us this run, is what that tells us. Okay, well, as much as it doesn't really help all that much, at the very least we have a free car battery going. We'll take what we can get. Alright. We are making quite a bit off of the tokens now. Hopefully it stays that way. Not as good as I was hoping for. That's gonna be a little better. Didn't re-roll into a jackpot, though. Alright, it's sick 27 million off of that. Random 7s, hello. I like how that just happens sometimes. Like, the game's just like, look, we know the chances for you to get a 7 are 3.5% right now, but what if we just had you get those anyway? Just for the funsies. Alright, 113 mil. Not bad. I think... yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just recharge Roni right now. And we're gonna go ahead and end to get the deadline bonus to refresh some of our tickets. Okay. Please? Man. Okay, hold on. Before I even deign to interact with that, how many do I have left on you? 4? Okay. Trying to think here about what the most proactive move is going to be. Only because we're having some issues getting it in the phone, I'm almost tempted. Yeah. Nope, we're gonna go ahead and kill that and bring you into the fold, only because the phone just literally hates us this run. I will admit I do not know if that's the right move, but I feel like it's the only one we can make right this minute. I mean, we are making a decent amount of coinage from doing that. $726 mil off of that from 57.3 chance to see lemons. Okay. I vibe with that just a little more. Alright, 1.1 bill off of that? That's not even a jackpot yet. That almost was. Couldn't give it to us, though. That'd be too easy. Not amazing, but we'll take it. Alright, so we got 3 bill out of that. So the scaling is doing its job for the most part. Alright, we are 1 battery short currently. Wow. I've never had this much difficulty with the phone. It's almost always been nice to me, and I think that's probably why it's not anymore. Alright. Unfortunate, but we will take it at face value and run with it. Alright. You have 3 left. Good to know. Alright. So we need 13 bill, and we make almost a bill on full interest at this point. Okay, honestly, that would not have been a bad time to land on that, so I wouldn't have been super upset about it. Alright, well, assuming we don't get sixed, we have enough. Oh, hey, Finn! Thank you for the follow. Big appreciated. Welcome. I hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. Let me know if there's anything that you think I could improve on. It is something that I am trying my best to get back into. So, I might be rusty in a couple of places. I may still be doing some things that I could be doing better. If you have any opinions, feel free to share them. I'm always going to take them at face value. Love the vibes. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can't see my hands, but we're doing, you know, the half finger heart thing. I only just barely know how to do it too, so it's still so weird to do. That's another thing I kind of wish this avatar was able to do more when I was using my webcam, is like actually track the hands a little better. Because they can kind of track the hands, but they lose focus so fast. And it's not great. I just need to get a Kinect. Honestly, just get an Xbox 360 Kinect and use that as my webcam. I'm sure it'll go just fine. It's never gone badly, right? Oh, man. Yeah, because realistically, right now, the setup's good. Don't get me wrong. But we're still running into a little bit of a problem keeping lemons up all the time. I'll do that once. Yeah, no dice. Okay, I think honestly we'll probably just keep going then. The only thing is, I don't think we have any more ways to get more charm slots at this point, unless the phone just decides to throw us a Hail Mary. Dang it. Still not even giving me the lemons boost, by the way. This is a very unoptimal run for that reason alone. I'm tempted to get Dear Diary just to see if maybe that's what gives it to me. Hold on. You know what? Are you serious? Alright. You know what? If that's what it takes. Thank you. Thank you, Diary. You did your job. That that floors me. I'm gonna be so honest. I was not expecting it to actually be what did it for me. Okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, hold on. People trying to message me. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, friendly reminder, if you ever get DMs on Discord about somebody saying that they're a game developer wanting you to test their game, don't do it. They are just trying to hack your Discord account by having you to download a virus. Friendly reminder for your day. I know a couple of people who got caught by that. Don't do it. Alright. Plus somebody just tried it with me. That's why I bring that up. I pull out my phone because it vibrated, and that's the first thing I see is like, I'm actually a game developer. Closing. Goodbye. Alright. I think we just go ahead and play around, see how it goes. Okay. So we're making, what, 8 bill? I've never experienced that personally, but I have heard of it. Yeah, it's a pretty popular one for some odd reason nowadays. Only art scammers? Yeah, I got a couple of those recently too, only because I did happen to mention that I am looking for some commission work done. Because now that I'm coming back into the fold again, I really want to work on some of the branding stuff that I've had. Because, I mean, if you take a look at my stream, there's almost nothing personalized about it, really? And I kind of want to fix that. And it's something that I've never done before, but I just really wanted to give it a shot this time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, because I made a post about it, I've had a lot of scam accounts, AI art accounts, which, by the way, friendly reminder, AI art is not actual art. Please support real artists. Just putting that out there. Used to be a graphic designer myself, and I hate seeing it. But, yeah, I've had a lot of those enter my DMs and whatnot lately, and it's frustrating to a degree, but at the same time, I just don't take those guys. I keep going. It's fine. That being said, I do have a logo that's being worked on. Hopefully, I mean, this person has done some really high quality work. I'm not gonna put out there who's doing it yet, just in case, you know, something falls through, because I don't want to get people's expectations up on that. But assuming that everything goes well, I have some pretty high hopes for it. And then once we get that done, I'll be able to look into things like stream overlays and all that, what have you. Although, if I'm being honest with you, any stream overlay stuff that I'm going to be doing is not going to be on the game screen that you're seeing right now. That will stay just my avatar and the game, and then the chat right above me. That's not changing. What would change is things like the intermission screen, the starting, back soon, ending, all of that lovely nonsense. That's what I would be looking to change up. But I personally believe that once you put gameplay into the mix, having too complicated of an overlay takes away from what you're actually doing. So while I understand people like showing off creativity at the same time, you're playing a game. And that's part of what people are here for. So I want to keep the game screen as unobstructed as humanly possible is what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's go ahead, put that in there. Okay, current interest, pretty high. That's what we're going to call that, pretty high. I'm not going to lie though, we are almost at the point where we could potentially move Lemon Picture out of the equation. But I'm not sure yet. I'm going to give it a chance. I do much prefer full screen gaming, and that seems to be the general consensus I get from a lot of people. Is while they really like seeing the fancy overlays and whatnot, at some points with some games, it gets really hard to keep track of what's going on. And that should never be the viewer experience, in my opinion. The viewer should never have to struggle to keep along with what's going on. Which is also, you know, why I try and explain what's going on in the game every once in a while, because I can't just assume that everybody in here has played the game before. Especially a game like this, because I'm getting confused by it almost all the time. That top row is going to be juicy, though. Yeah, that was not bad. Yeah, luckily what I'm going for right now is probably the most straightforward build. And as someone who often watches via phone, it just makes a small screen smaller. Absolutely. Mobile viewers are increasingly important on these services because most of the time people aren't going to be sitting at home on their computer watching these sorts of things because people have lives, people have schedules. They're not always going to be able to be at home. So you don't want to make it harder for the people who are already taking time out of their busy day to support you. You don't want to make it harder for them to do that. So that's also another reason why, at least for me, gameplay stays like this. The most I might do is I might shrink my head down and put like a diamond behind it because I've seen that concept before, and I like looking at it personally because it doesn't actually obstruct anything all that much more, but it does make it look just a little cleaner. So that you might see me do, but that's very specific and probably not something I'm going to be doing that quickly either. Every single time I see that, I'm just like, is this it? Is this the end? Is the run cooked? For the record, for anyone who doesn't know, if this comes up, and with how late we are into the run, if this comes up, we lose all of our coins. Just flat out. No condition. They're gone. Right when you first unlock 666, it only takes away the ones you got during that round of spins. But we are just a little too far along in the run for that, so it's going to take away all of our coins regardless. Do I want to see that? Absolutely not. Alright, E17 time. Now, for the love of all that is holy, be good. Thank you. Much appreciated. Love that for me. Okay. That puts us at 57.3 without lemon in the equation. Fruit basket did just explode, though. So it is time to put in our buffer. Alright, here we go. There's still no guarantee this is going to go perfectly. But we need to trust the process. Alright, so basic normal patterns, roughly E14. For the record, we need to hit E17, which is 3 whole exponents higher. So we've got a little bit of progress to make, but this is only round 1. We have 2 more to do something with. Alright, we are in E15 now. Okay, and we are ending out the round with E15 on deck. I think at this point it is still safe to say the one option we have is just deposit and run. Okay, we do have picture though that puts it at 64.6. Jackpot. Okay, good. We'll be able to see exactly what that does for us. Hope nobody wanted their bitrate. Alright, E16 off of jackpot. So we may still need that third round to get out. Yeah, I think we will. So ultimately, that extra interest is doing a lot for us right now. I'm just trying to think if there's any other way we can improve it. It's just tricky, though, the thing. Alright, okay, another jackpot, that's good. Okay. Again, I'm expecting it basically all the time at this point. Alright, we are at high E16, so next round should get us to E17 without too much panic. Now, I think we need to find some way to move out of you, because while you are helping us right now, I think you're actually going to hinder us by taking up a spot we could be using for something else. The question becomes what? What do we want right now? Okay. Just trying to think about what else we can use to make this run just a little bit better than we have it. I mean, nuclear button is obviously an option, but the only thing with that is that it only really helps Lemon Picture out, and only once. None of that's going to be doing much for us. I mean, we definitely could try and find Broken Calculator again, because that is a 70% chance with Horseshoe to give us another retrigger. But is there anything else that we could be using instead? What we're really looking for is for things that affect interest, because we need as much scaling into that as humanly possible. Now, we could go for... I forget what the name of the item is. Evil Deal. Which, it does make 666 more common, but it also doubles interest, which... You know, might honestly be a really good thing for us right now. Because doubling interest... that would do a lot. Truth be told. But I don't know. It's a little tricky to do, because we would also need to figure out how we're going to get 50 tickets. And unfortunately, we already moved out of Capitalist, so I don't think grabbing that at this point is going to make a whole lot of difference. Still, though, that might be what we need to do for future runs, is build up a lot more ticket econ so that we can afford getting Bad Deal closer to the end. Because having 80% interest means that basically you get, I don't know, just about halfway to the debt goal, and then from there you just get like a few patterns and you're done. But this is all theory crafting for future runs. It doesn't mean a whole lot to us right this minute. Right now, our only real option is to go gambling. Alright, we are making... Okay, we are making well over enough. Hopefully it stays that way. Again, the more we have deposited, the more that interest is going to matter. So assuming we can keep getting within a certain threshold, we should be okay in the long run. But it's still iffy. Alright. Hello, 6. Alright, well, we have enough to move on. Okay. Well, there's nuclear button. How many rounds do we have left on you? 2. Okay, we have 2 rounds left on you. Which I think basically means because that'll also be ready in 2 rounds, we definitely are going to grab that once Purse explodes. Well, these kinda suck. That's okay. We'll take the green and move on for it this minute. Alright, yeah, that's the move. We're just gonna grab nuclear button when we can. For now, we'll rock out with what we got. Alright, let's go ahead and deposit that. By the way, just because I do want to double check, is the audio balancing good? On my end, the music is good, but I always keep my stuff at 100% and rebalance it on the stream side. So if anything's too loud, I would love to know. That way we're not blasting ears out. Alright, we are making E19, going into first round. Almost a jackpot. Everything is good? Yes, finally. I've done it. You don't know how many times I've listened to my stream thinking, oh, this sounds fine. And then somebody comes in telling me that something's just blasting them to death. And then I listen on something else and I can be like, oh, whoops. So I'm glad to hear. I'm very glad to hear. Alright, 2 more spins. Alright, so we have hit high E19, almost bottom end of E20. So we're doing okay. Alright, and now each one is doing roughly 1 E19. So yeah, we're getting mid E20. Come on, D4. Give me more jackpots, please. Alright, we are in low E21. So we are going to need the 3rd round to make it to where we need to be. But assuming we don't get 6th, that should be fine. Random treasures. Why? Alright. Okay, fair warning on the Twitch side of things, we do have an ad break coming up, it looks like. It is only going to be 30 seconds long, and I do pause gameplay for ads. So if you do not have anything that stops those, do not worry, you will not miss out on anything. Unfortunately, Twitch does not let me just turn ads off, otherwise I would. It's taunting me. I'm so ready for it to hit me, but it hasn't yet. I am okay with that, realistically. Okay, so Grandma's purse just exploded. So like we said, we're grabbing that. Now, that does overage our slots, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, that puts us at 69.7 chance on the lemons. Honestly, I wouldn't have been upset if it hit me just then. That's the thing about 666, if you don't have coins, you don't have anything to lose. Alright, I think it was like 2 something E22 we needed. So this should be fine. Yeah, we have more than enough. Okay, we'll move on. Hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully coin doesn't trigger too much, but coin just triggered. So we might be here a little bit. Yeah, I would say we could get rid of coin to maybe not be caught in infinite loop, but the thing is we really do need coin at a certain point, because it's what's going to be keeping us alive, is those extra spins. So, we will deal with the potential for infinite loops for right now, and take it in stride. Alright, we are good. Deposit your coins now. Alright, this is the furthest we've ever made it. So if we can make it past this, that will prove that my concept had a good base to it. Pain. Alright, well, there's no reason to keep tickets right now. Not that that helped anything. It's okay. Alright, we'll just take that and move on. Is plus 3% interest worth more than anything else we have right now, though? Probably not, I would imagine. Lemon Picture's not gonna be usable during this round. It's just the unfortunate truth of the matter. But truth be told, we're gonna need it next round if we can get that far. So, I'm gonna keep it for now. We'll decide closer to the end of this deadline whether or not getting Cloverbell is good for us. And again, it's only because speculative's on it. That 3% of interest, you know, could be the make or break. Alright, we are making low E23 on good rolls. Alright, if we can at least make mid E24, I think we'll be decently set off. I don't think we'll be making that, honestly. Coin's not kicking in the way I was hoping it would. Thank you, I guess. Just smack me in the face on the way out, why don't you? Alright, high E23, not as good as we were hoping, but still not a guaranteed game over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause up here because I do believe an ad break is about to start. I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to use the bathroom. So don't worry, you won't be missing out on much. I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom quick. Give me 1 second, I will be right back. Alright, already. I am back. Hopefully the ad break already happened and I didn't just come back to it. I've done that once. But it looks like we're good. I'm gonna trust that we're good. Oh, we are not making a lot, and that's scary. Oh, thank God. D4 kind of saved us there. That would not have been an amazing roll. Thanks. And suddenly bells. What is this game on right now? I mean, we got some coins out of that, but I'm not gonna lie. Unless we get a lot, and I mean a lot, of coin chains, it's not looking good for our hero. We have one shot, one opportunity. I think we're about to let it slip. Okay. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Yeah, I mean, we just kind of gotta hope that it's enough. Because if it isn't, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. What does a jackpot give us? Okay. No. For this to work, we would need basically 30 more jackpots. We have 6 spins. Oh, dang it. Well, that is unfortunate. Not a whole lot we can do about it. We just gotta play it out. I think that 666 is what really burned us in the end. Because if we were able to deposit the full amount we had made from last round, I do think we would have made it. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. So we'll play it out. Honestly, that would have been a one surefire way to end it out. Alright, I'm heading off. See you later. Alright, Finn. Thank you for swinging through. Chances are this run's just about over anyway. And then after that, I might see what else we can do other than Clover Pit for a little while. This was like my one big idea to end off the runs. And it's not quite enough. So. Alright. Runs dead and over. Not enough coins? What a shame. Whatever shall I do? Haha, I can't lose if I quit the game. Alright. All jokes aside, though. Okay, well, we have a couple options as to how to proceed here. I could either try my best to find something else for us to do, or I could call it and put some more research into that for tomorrow's stream. Let me do... Oh, whoa. Ow. So it turns out Clover Pit's store page is just a little bit overclocked on how loud the trailer is. That hurt. Pain. Anyway. Yeah, so I think what I'm actually going to do, what I think is the right move to make here, is I'm going to go ahead and send all of the lovely Twitch people over to somebody else for tonight and call it good. I'm going to put some more research tonight and tomorrow throughout the day into seeing what else we can move into. Because at this point, I do believe that I have played enough Clover Pit in its current state. Not to say that I will not be returning to it once it either gets updates or relevant mods. Because the modding scene is kind of there, but it's also very much in progress in some areas. So, something to keep in mind for a later date, for sure. That being said, I am going to send y'all over to somebody we visited before, Olisky FM. They're currently playing Peak with a couple people, it looks like. So, let's go ahead and give them a visit, shall we? It has been fun, as per always. I will see y'all again tomorrow, a little bit earlier, hopefully. Again, I was only late because of work stuff today. But, again, take it easy, everybody. Stay hydrated, stay fed. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy.